So now we'll discuss the probability of error. So till now, whatever we discuss, we consider that normal your core correlation receiver or your mass filter receiver we discuss without the presence of the AWGS channel. So now the performance of this mass filter we need to calculate in presence of that AWGN channel. So basically the observation space we have Z is focus m number of observation space we have. Now from there we need to calculate what should be the probability of or average probability of symbols error. Okay. So when a symbols error can occur, so what are the condition for getting a symbols error? Suppose we send a symbol say mi is supposed to locate at zi in the z space. Okay. So but if this receive signal is not belongs or not fall within the zi space, then there is a error. And the average probability of error is PE equal to summation of I equal to 1 to m rho I P of x does not lie in Zi when Mi is sent. So that is the probability, average probability of symbols error. Okay. So that can be written. So basically pi I, this is the probability of all the symbols, and if all are the equal probable, then we can write 1 by m is the probability of the different symbols. So 1 by m summation of I equal to 1 to m p of this thing s does not lie in zi when mi is sent. Okay. So now we can write that expression by 1 minus 1 by m summation of I minus 1 I equal to 1 to m p of x lie in z when mi is sent. Okay. Is there any doubt how it is coming? Okay, no doubts. So now from there, the samples and what is the x over there? It is a sample value of observation random vector x. Okay. So now that is, if we rewrite that expression in terms of the likelihood a function. So likelihood function is the conditional probability function. So that terms is normally represented by the integration of maybe due to the now is that clear the voice?
Yes, sir.
Maybe that time there was a problem so regarding the network. So from the beginning it is not audible.
No, sir, it was
No,
audible.
sir, now only problem.
Okay, okay. Now only there is a problem. Okay, okay, okay. So the thing is that we are calculating the average probability of symbols error, and we are getting the average probability PE, the symbols error equal to PE. This is the summation of m equal to I equal to 1 to m pi I P of x does not lie in Z when the mi send. Okay, so basically the pi I equal to 1 by m. Okay, when we consider all the symbols have the same probability. Okay, so in that case we can write that 1 by m summation equal to I equal to 1 to m p of x does not lie in Zi, and when we send mi. Okay, so now we can write this expression by this. So what we changed over there, that x does not lie in Z space, Zi space is to x lie in Z space. Okay, and previously we have seen that when we take a samples value from a random vector x, in that case we can term the likelihood function over there, and the likelihood function, this value in the likelihood function, that is equivalent to these terms. Okay, so we express, and this is basically your conditional probability.
ହଁ
Yes,
ହେଲା ଠିକ ଅଛି ତାହେଲେ ମୁଁ ମୋର ସ୍କୁଟି ନେଇ ଯିବି ଆଉ କଣ
okay, so that means from there that we have a n, and one thing is that the integration over there, it is a n dimensional integration, because we have that vector quantity x which has the dimension of n. So basically the integration, it will be your n dimensional integration. Okay, so now the invariance of a probability of error to the rotation. So that means if we change the symbol's position by rotating this, how the probability of error will be affected. So we will see that when we are changing, so just like that. Okay, the examples is that, suppose this is a condition of that this symbols is belongs to different space, this space, this, and this. Now if we rotate the symbols at the different direction, so what should be the changes over there? So the invariance of that means we will discuss the how the rotation have the effect on the probability of error. Okay, so maximum likelihood detection, the probability of symbols error, we already discussed that PE dependent. Basically we can say the PE is respected to the notation and the transition. So the average probability is totally depend on the vector or two factors. One is the equidistant distance between the received signal and the message input constellation. Okay, and the second is the spherically symmetry in all direction of the signal space. So basically whatever the AWGN we are getting, the channel noise, so it is symmetrical over the spherical formation of that particular point. Particular point in the sense message point. Over the message point, if we draw is spherical, so that noise is within the spherical and it is has a symmetrical nature. Okay, so we are considering a orthogonal matrix denoted by the Q, and it is a by n dimensional orthogonal matrix. Okay, so orthogonal matrix or orthonormal matrix, we are denoted by the Q, So if we multiply a orthonormal matrix with the transport of the orthonormal matrix, it will give us a identical matrix I. Okay. So now if we consider the signal we are getting SI, it is rotate. So the rotate is written over there SI, comma rotate. Okay. This is equal to Q into SI. So basically this Q is multiplied with the original message vector. Okay. So SI basically is your message vector, and when we are doing the rotation, so the rotation vector, after doing the rotation, the message vector is written by this SI rotate, and which is equal to Q into SI. Okay. So definitely for your noise vector, it will also rotate, and how much it will rotate is totally depending on the rotation of your symbols or message vector. So we can write similarly, we can write the W rotate that's equal to Q into W. Okay. So now there are three statistics characteristics is there for the noise vector that are unaffected by this rotation of the. Okay, the three reason which will not statistical characteristics which will not affect the rotation of the noise vector. First one is the linear combination of Gaussian random variables, also a Gaussian. So whatever the Gaussian, because the W is considered as a Gaussian, so if we rotate that Gaussian function, it will be remain in the Gaussian vector. So first point is there. Second point is the noise vector W has the zero bin, because AWGN channel we have seen the noise generated at AWGN it has the zero mean. So similarly, rotated noise vector has also zero means. So how we will prove this thing? Estimation of W rotate equal to estimation of QW. If we take the estimation of these two noise, and Q is a constant, or it's not different, means not random variable. So Q is taking outside, and we are taking the W, estimation of W. And what is the estimation of W? Estimation of W equal to 0. So basically we will get a 0 value with that. That means we are getting the mean, rotated mean, or rotated noise vector means equal to 0. Okay. And the third part is that covariance matrix of the noise vector W is equal to n naught by 2 into I. And what is the n naught by 2? N naught by 2 is the power spectrum density of the AWGN channel. Okay. And I is the identity matrix. So we can write these terms, that estimation of W into W transpose equal to this equal to n naught by 2 into I. Okay. So now if we take the covariance for the rotated signal, okay. So W rotate. So what we are doing, we are getting the covariance matrix for the rotated noise vector. W rotate into W transport rotate. Okay. That's equal to, we are replacing the equivalent value of the W rotate equal to QW, or W rotate transpose equal to QW transpose. Okay. So now we are taking out the Q and Q transpose. Taken. Then what will be the point over there, estimation of Q, W transport, Q transpose. Okay. Q and Q transpose is coming outside of the estimation value. And what is there? Q into Q transport into estimation of W into W transport. Into W estimation of term into W transpose, what is the value? The value equal to N0 by 2 into I, and Q into Q transpose, it is also I. Okay. So basically from there, we are replacing this value over there, and we are getting finally we are getting this output. Okay. So that means we can write X rotate the receive observation vector or receive as a signal observation vector, basically you can say S rotate, that's equal to QSI plus W. Okay. So same thing when we discuss the normal without rotation. So without rotation we have written X equal to SI plus W without rotation. So now with rotation, we are taking this value because SI equal to QSI. Okay, and what is the equidistant distance between the rotate vector and your rotate symbols? So basically, suppose this is your S rotate, SR or rotate, this is your XR. Okay, so now we need to calculate what is this distance. Basically, this distance here Euclidean distance, which is indicate how far your estimated value from your actual message point. So we can calculate this value X rotate minus SI rotate, that's equal to S rotate equal to what is the value of S rotate? S rotate equal to QSI plus W, and what is the value of SI rotate? SI rotate equal to QSI. So it will give us the W only, and from this expression we can find out that only the observation vector. It is for single element when we considering. And when we considering the observation vector, that time it will be the X only. So from there we can write X minus SI W equal to, and we are getting that expression. Okay. Dekho, is there any doubt? So what we can conclude from there, if a message constellation is rotated by a transformation and the transformation is equal to SI, this SI rotate equal to QSI, then we can say that then the probability of symbols error Pi incurred in maximum likelihood signal detection over the AW channel is completely unchanged. Okay, as I told that we will see if we rotate the symbol, is there any of error or not. Whenever we changing or we are rotating the symbols, there is no change in the average probability of error. Okay. So basically there is a okay. There is one example is given, the rotation invariance. Okay, now the invariance of the probability to translation. So that means how the probability will change if there is a translation. Sorry. So we are considering the invariance of Pi to the translation we need to calculate. So what we are calculating? SI translate, that's equal to Si minus A. A is a constant vector amount. So that means what we are doing over here, suppose that is equal to one value of Si. We are translating this value to these points. This is the translated value and this value equal to Si translate. Translate, okay? So how the behavior of the probability over there? So we'll see again, there is a no change of the probability of error. Okay. So this is the Si translate, this is equal to your Si minus A. Okay. So now we can write the observation vector corresponding the translated by the same vector amount. So S translated equal to X minus A. Okay. Now if we calculate the equidistant distance, what should be this value? In and if we want to find equidistant distance, X minus S by doing that. So now if we doing the same thing, S translate minus Si translate, that's equal to what is there? This minus this. So A will get cancelled and what will remain? X minus Si. Okay. So from that we can say that if we do the translation or translate the symbols value, then there is a no change in the probability of error. Okay, this is the statement we did conclude from there. Okay. Like this is the examples how it will affect. So there is a no effect as I told earlier, this figure. Okay, now so this thing is not union mode. Okay, leave this, it's not required. PRS probability error is not required. We will go for the bit error rate. Okay. So that is important. So bit versus symbol error probabilities. So basically, when we do any operation in digital communication or computer form, so what we did normally, we transmit the binary digits, okay, or binary data. Before this go to the BER, first of thing to say the how many, suppose there are m number of symbols is there, to represent the m number of symbols, the what should be the length of the message in bits? Tell me.
Log n base 2.
Log 2 base m. m base 2, m base 2. Okay, so that is true. So that is the length of m. So now we'll see when we transmitting that bits, because whenever the digital communication or your digital computer data we have, that time we have only the bits or binary data. Okay, so that means we need to calculate the another terms instead of the probability error of probability or probability of error in terms of the BER, which is called the bit error rate. Okay. Even we calculate the what should be the probabilities of the symbols errors. This this is also for your digital communication or data communication. Bit error rate is more important compared to your probability symbols error probabilities or probability of error. Okay, so what is the bit error rate in the by definition? Anyone? What is the definition of the bit error rate? Bit error rate क्या है? That's equal to number of bits in error by total number of bits transmitted. Okay. Okay, is that clear? So how many bit in number of bits in error and total number of bits are transmit, that will give. Okay, now tell me one thing, that bit error rate, if the bit error rate equal to say in one system 10 to the power minus 3 and another system 10 to the power minus 6. Okay, which system is better? Say this is system 1, this is system 2. Which system is better? Anyone? So let me ask. Okay, to whom should I ask? Shardul Venu. Venu or Bhanu? Shardul. He is not there. Shubh Tripathi. Shubham. Siddhan Guru. Siddhan Guru.
Yes, sir.
Which one is
System 2
the
is
good?
better. System 2
System 2. Okay, in the system 2, what is the meaning of that 10 to the power minus 6?
means in
Bit
10
error
to the
rate?
power 6 bits, 1 bit is error.
Okay, good. Okay. So that means whatever the value is there, it is, we have sent 10 to the power 6 bit, and among this 10 to the power 6 bit, there is a only single bit of in error. In the system 1, we transmit 10 to the power 3 bits. So this is, so now we'll consider that BER for two different cases. Okay, and this is the practical interest. One is the M2 place differing in only a single bit. Okay, and the second one, case 2, is the number of symbols equal to the integer power of 2. So in these two cases, we will consider what should be the bit error rate. Okay. So normally, when we do the mapping for the single bit error, the mapping is normally use the gray code between the two symbols, and the probability of error is PE. Okay, so we can write the PE, which is equal to your P of union I equal to 1 to log 2 base M. Ith bit is in error. So we are transmitting, as I told, M number of bits, say length of the bits. So in M number of bits, which bit in error, we are calculating this. So that means we can write this is less than equal to summation of I equal to 1 to log 2 base M P of ith bit is in error. Okay, so this basically from there we'll get that value equal to log 2 base M into BER. Okay, so and second condition is the PE is always greater than equal to BER. Okay, so that is the P equal to greater than equal to P ith bits in error, that is equal to BER. Okay, so from there we are getting P is greater than equal to this. Okay, so what is the boundary condition of the BER? What is the minimum value of BER and max? What is this value? Who will tell? We have two conditions over there, and what should be this value? We need to find out what is the range of BER. Actually, let me ask. Shubham is still not there. Shreyas Patel.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hello.
So what? Yes, Shreyas. So what is this value? Means the BER is less than some value. What is that value in terms of the your probability of error?
Sir, I don't know.
So from the figures, we need to get that minimum value of the BER and maximum value of the BER from these two equations. Just look at these two equations and tell me, or try to tell that what should be the maximum value of the BER.
Sir, Sir, P is the maximum value of beer might be.
Okay, it's PE is the maximum value of this. Okay, now someone else will tell what is the minimum value. Okay, yes. Sai Reddy. Sai Reddy, are you there? Kartik Dwivedi. Maniksha. Na Minakshi. Minakshi, are you there? Nadim. Nadim, are you there? Okay, then Rakesh. Ajay, those are present. Just ping me or text me. Someone write that one. Mic problem. अच्छा. Okay. So Omkar.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what is the minimum value of that?
Sir, 0.
Is this 0? So
Yes,
I
sir.
told that we will get the minimum value and maximum value by using the equation 7.90 and 7.91. So basically we'll get the minimum value by using the 7.90, and what is that value? Okay, who can say what is the minimum value? Anyone?
P by log 2 m.
Okay, good. PE log 2m. So that is the minimum value. So from there we can get this. Okay, and basically this condition, basically this is the ith bit in error. So this is equal to your BER. Okay, and I already told this is your union. So this is when we consider a single bit error, we are getting the what is the limits for the BER. Second one is the number of symbols equals to the integer power of 2. Okay, so that means if we consider m equal to 2 to the power k, where k is a integer number. So in that case, and if all of the have the same probability, okay, so what is the value of the probability of error over there? That is equal to occur with the probability of error P equal to m minus 1, and if we replace m equal to 2 to the power k, we will get this expression. So P is the average probability of error, we already know. Okay. So now if we find the probability of the ith bit in a symbols in error, so that means we can note here there are 2 to the power k minus 1 cases of symbols error in which this particular bits is changed. Okay, and there are 2 to the power k minus 1 cases in which it is not changed. So this number of case it will change, and this number of case that bit will not change. So the BER we can write that's equal to 2 to the power k minus 1 by 2 to the power k minus 1 into PE. Okay. And equivalent value from there we can write this is m by 2 by using this equation, that we will get m by 2 by m minus 1 into PE. So this is the BER value. So this is the relation between the BER with the probability of error